Hello and welcome to another episode of I Am Significant. My mother, she spent her life making me a woman that I am today. After she settled me down, then she followed her dreams, her passion. She went to Mumbai all by herself, all alone, and got trained in makeup. And at that time, she was 60 years old. Yes, you heard it right, 60. The lady that we have with us today, the guest, is a stylist, a makeup artist, an anchor, a teacher, a tailor. That's how she's fondly referred as. Please welcome Shiny Alexander, a tailor.
Yeah,
Please
at
brief
least that's
us.
what fashion designers, we are not really, called as fashion designers, because at the end of the day, you're a tailor. You're doing a tailor's job. Even if you have 10 different people, 10 different tailors and master Gs and karigars working under you, they will still call you a tailor. Unless you're Rohit Pal or you are, someone really big who's made it there, then you are a fashion designer. Otherwise, irrespective of how good your work is, you will remain a tailor.
You come from a family of doctors and engineers, right? So what happened when you told your family members that this tailoring job is what you want to do?
I come from a family full of teachers, and my uncle is a doctor, and then everybody is into studying. They're all very into studying and doing something really intellectual, correct? So, but to do with designing or to do with tailoring, for that matter, is nothing to do with your intelligence. It's got to do with your skills, correct? So when I went and told them, then this is what I want to do. At first, they were all taken aback. But my grandma has remained my strength all through. And especially when I lost her, I felt like, oh, that's it. I have no life to live now. Yeah. But luckily, by the time she was gone, I had already started the store. So when I told them this is what I want to do, they said, of all things on earth, you want to become a tailor. Why? And they no, it's fashion designing. They're like, what in fashion design are you going to do? They're not going to teach you how to draw. They're not going to teach you how to, design, because designing is something that's your skills. Drawing is your skill, but to stitch is something that you will need to learn, because it's a lot of technical things. So it's not just enough you just design, it's important for you to be able to replicate what you design. So they're like, of all things, a tailor, why you're going to make us so embarrassed when we have to tell people what does she do? She's doing tailoring course. I said, no, it's designing, fashion design. It's called fashion and apparel design. It's not tailoring course. So, but then, yeah, my grandmother remained my strength, and it took, my dad, again, is very supportive. He'll never say no to me, at least never directly to me. So the no will go to my mom, and my mom is the one who's always the bad cop, who's conveying the messages that she gets from everybody else, and I always have fights with my mom. She said, oh, you're going to put me through this really after your CET and everything, you're going to do what? Designing? Why? So, but then yes, they said, you know what, to hell with it. Do what you want to, because my grandmom always said one thing. There are 3 things that has to be your choice. The house that you live, the work that you do, the food that you eat. Has to be your choice, because if any of these that you pick of somebody else's choice, you will be the one who will suffer, you will be the one who will complain, because tomorrow or later they'll all be gone, but you will have to live with it for the rest of your life.
I got 3 things.
Yes. Very important.
Yeah, because coming from an educational background to being a businesswoman would have been a very difficult
It
choice.
definitely is, because business is not just about your skill. You will need to be witty, you will need to be smart, you will need to be clever, you will need to be cunning. You can't run a business otherwise. It's not easy. Running a business is not easy. You can be taken for granted like that.
So do you think that all these 4 qualities, as you mentioned, women, do we have that in us?
I think it's got nothing to do with we being women. Do we want to be all that? Do we want to be brutal? Do we want to be that honest? Can we separate our emotions from practicality? That's where it lies. So, can you separate that entire thing and handle business like business? I am somebody who makes bills for my mom. I charge my mom to make clothes. My mom always said if she starts making clothes for the family for free, what money will she make? She needs to pay the laborers at the end of the day. She needs to pay the rent. Where's the money coming from? If as family and friends we don't support them and pay for their skills, nobody else will, because then it's just a hobby that you're doing. It's like a little kid who can paint. So make another painting for me, make another outfit for me. That's all it's got to remain.
Okay, so you started your own store. So take us through that journey.
So one day online I saw this place, so they were looking for somebody in the store for them to, more like a fashion consultant, which has become a trend now. I'm saying this guy had put up 10 years ago. So I said, let's see, it must be an experience, because that's a fabric store. They were thoroughly into 70% fabric and then 30% into retail outfits. So when I went there to meet this guy, he said, you know what, since we have a lot of fabric, and sending the outfits or to design or make anything, people always take it outside and get it made. Instead, I want to start doing this in-house. So this was the Lal Sari Palace, which is the fabric store on Commercial Street. So then I went and I met, he's a Sindhi man. So he doesn't care about anything else but talk money. How much of business do you think you're going to do to me is how much you're going to get paid. So that was the deal we made. I said, since we were pushing at that level, and I knew they had a storage space. So they had like a storeroom where on the opposite lane, on a by lane, and just in the beginning, there was a building that was just absolutely used for nothing else but for people to just go eat lunch and storeroom. That's it. I said, you know what? I will do this. I want you to rent that space to me. First 3 months, I will pay you whatever is that, if you can leave it on me on deciding on how much I want to pay you, or if you want to take a certain percentage of it, take it. So he took it like a joke. He said, there are 200 tailors in each lane and you think people are going to come to you for what? So he said, I'm giving you 3 months. Go. That space is for free for you. You figure your life out there. There's no water, there's no light, nothing. You figure your life. You pay me whatever that happens, because our deal with whatever designing or fabric was the same. But while it came to actually running on my own, because I didn't want to work under him. So that's all that it was. So yes, so then he did allow me to start my own there, because as a fashion design student, we by default have to have a machine. We need to know cutting. So I don't need laborers initially to start off, because I can do it myself. So I still remember my first client was this lady who had lost the baggage in the airport for a wedding that was next day, and the flower girl frocks are missing.
And you made the
Yes.
flower girl frocks.
Yes. So that was my first client. So she was from US. So I was just there in the store. So she looked really apprehensive and scared. Like 2 days is the wedding. Like if today is Tuesday, Thursday at 4 is the wedding. I don't know what to do. Flower girl bags are missing, and she wanted these 2 flower girl dresses. I said, do you know the color, everything? She said, yeah, I can show you through. She took me through the store. She showed me all the fabrics, and she said, this is exactly what it was. This is the color and everything. And she said, she didn't till then realize who I was. She thought I was one of those sales girls in the store. Then I said, okay, so we'll help you with this. We'll get the dress also made. She said, you sure? I said, yes. That's when she asked, who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? I thought you work here. I said, no, I don't work here. I'm just here to help. I just saw you, because I had gone there to look at fabric. So then she said, okay, I trust you. That it's so important. It takes that one person to trust in you for you to have gain any kind of strength in yourself. It takes just that one person. And what's even better, so Thursday I did finish her outfit and all that, gave it to her. She was very happy, fitted her perfectly, because my HOD in college, she was so strict. And for her, a garment is nice inside out, not from top. The finish of an outfit is what she cares about. So when I called up and said, Uma ma'am, I did my first order, she's like, are you serious? I said yes. Was she happy? I said yes. Was the inside neatly finished? I said yes, because it's a 3-year-old child and I know I will not add anything, that will probably poke or hurt the little one. So she was very happy. So just when she was leaving, there was another lady in the fabric store looking to make blouses. She had gained weight over a period, so she's looking at getting her silk sari blouses remade. So then this lady who was just passing by, who collected her bags, she turned around and said, you see that girl there? She'll help you, don't worry, just go. So that's how it all started. Then it's just word of mouth. For almost 6 years I had no board in my store. There was absolute no board, no nothing. Everybody knew where to go. They would go to Chinese. I like, it sounds like a Chinese restaurant. What is Chinese? I thought your name is Chinese. I said, no, my name is Shiny. So yeah, then finally I had to, full-fledged finally put a board, and I had to make an announcement that I'm here and I'm here to stay and I will remain.